This is Courtney Rowland reporting from Kyle Field at the start of Texas A&M Fall Camp. Today was day one, and the players met with Coach Sherman and talked about the ground rules. They also let us into some expectations and all of the excitement here in College Station. Coach Sherman told us what all we should be expecting the next few weeks at two-a-days, and he says that they have all the talent they need to be a top team. All they are looking for is that X factor that sets them apart.
It's nice to have this type of attention put on our program, but you know, you still got to live up to those expectations. We have a lot of work to do to get to be at that level, and nothing's going to be handed to us. We got to work harder than everybody else. As I told the players at the end of spring, I mean, every team we play is they have good teams, good coaches, good players. I said something has to make the difference, and it has to be our X factor, whatever that is, working hard, chemistry, whatever it is. We have to have something different than everybody else because everybody's working, everybody has the same expectations when they start this thing off. So hopefully we'll have something that will separate us from other people and help us to win more football.
I mean, it's exciting for our football team. We're ready to jumpstart this off. We've been working hard all summer. We had a great spring, and I mean, we're just ready to go. You know, all the excitement around Aggie Land has gotten us. You know, we're all hyped up and ready.
We put in a lot of work this summer. Guys showed up all summer. You know, even when it wasn't organized 7-on-7, I'll just text the guys, hey, I'm throwing at this time if you want to come out. Just to put in some extra work. And you know, I was always surprised to the amount of guys that showed up. And you know, every day you're out there working and not just running routes to run routes, you know, or working on small things, fixing body movements and shoulder lean and stuff like that you know, I think most college teams would overlook. But the guys on this team, you know, don't want to overlook any details. You want to get better at every part of their game. So it's just exciting to see those guys work throughout this summer, and I'm sure it'll pay off you know, this year and start showing off tomorrow.
The Aggies are coming into two-a-days with a chip on their shoulder after the loss to LSU, and it is causing them to come harder and tougher at each and every practice. And Coach Sherman said that should encourage the guys and really make them much more tougher at practice. And he's warned even the top guys like Jeff Fuller that whoever is right for the job will get the job.
We just had a team meeting. I told somebody that needed to step up and beat out Jeff Fuller, and another guy. We need guys to step up and beat out Tony Girardetti. So it could be any number, who's ever can do it. You know, the better we'll be. Anybody challenging those guys to make those guys better, we'll be better, you know. And so I said to Jeff, you know, Jeff, if someone better than you, he's going to play. And he said, yep. I said, Tony, you know, if we find one of those young linemen better than you, he's going to play. Yeah, I understand. So how many of those guys are going to, I don't know. I'm thinking between 6 to 8 freshmen will play for us in some capacity this year. We will always play freshmen. So I've had the 7th running back became our starter 1 year in Green Bay. So, I mean, I don't put a whole lot of stock in the depth chart. It gets us started, and that's really the only reason why we have one. But I think if you're on a good team, to me, the good teams, and I think the difference, you said what's the biggest difference in our team is they compete at practice. I thought, you know, my first year we didn't really compete at practice, so we didn't get better every day the way you need to get better. I think if you elevate the talent level and they know that they got to do it, they'll compete at a higher level. And I think that's what we have going for us a little bit right now, and hopefully that will play out.
We have so much talent right now in our secondary. So I mean, I don't feel safe right now. I mean, I've been in the video room going over spring ball and going over, you know, watching the Steelers play and the schemes that they have. Right now, we have so much talent that come in as freshmen, and the guys that are behind me right now, and our safety positions are so similar that, you know, if I start messing up and Steve's back up wants to come in and take my spot, it can happen. Right now, no position on our team right now is set in stone.
Last year, we were talking to seniors Von Miller and Gerard Johnson, but just like every year, there's a new group of seniors, Ryan Tannehill and Cyrus Gray, for example, but there's a special connection between these guys and Coach Sherman. These are the guys that Coach Sherman himself picked for his team.
The guys that came in with me, you know, obviously we're talking about the Jeff Fullers and Cyrus Grays and Tony Girardetti, these guys like that. You know, certainly the fact that we were able to get them. I remember I was working in Houston, getting ready for games and calling guys at nighttime. We only had 8 scholarships left, and so that was quite a chore. But those guys that came in with us that year, certainly we've been through a lot together. So and it's not a big group, but it's a very special group, all of them, every single one of them. The ones that play, the ones that don't play, they're all special. They hung in here, and they've helped us move along, so I'm real proud of them.
It's great to have Coach Sherman's support. You know, anytime you have the confidence of your coaches, it definitely boosts your confidence and helps you to you know, go out and play with confidence on the field. So knowing that I have his confidence in me, and you know, I have his trust, and with that trust becomes expectations and the fact that he's going to tell me when I mess up, and that's what I need. You know, I need a coach that's going to push me to be the best quarterback I can be. And you know, I think Coach Sherman is definitely that guy that's going to try to bring out the best in me, no matter if it means hurting my feelings or not. He's gonna try to make me the best player he can. And, you know, I love that about him, and I'm glad he's my coach.
One of the questions facing the Aggies is who will back up quarterback Ryan Tannehill. Tannehill talks to the media today about how some of the younger guys are looking.
It's a learning process, and I try to help them out as much as I can. You know, one of them is going to have to be ready, have to be the backup, and we don't know which one that is right now. Coach Sherman's going to have to make that tough decision, but I try to help them out as much as I can. Any small coaching point I can give to them, you know, I just let them know, hey, you might want to check this guy versus this coverage, or you know, check your footwork on this. You took 2 hitches, you know, whatever it may be. I just try to give them any pointers I can because, you know, at the end of the day, I want them to be the best football players they can be, and I want them to push me and be the best quarterback I can be. So right now, we're just trying to get those guys ready, and one of them will end up winning that job.
This will be the second year for Coach Tim DeRuyter to lead the defense, and one of the big questions is who will fill the roles of Von Miller and inside linebacker Michael Hodges.
I feel like our whole team can be really good this year. We've put in so much hard work, and we've been through so much together so far since I've been here. We have so much talent, and Coach DeRuyter brings his schemes here, and our coaches are so good. I mean, I think we could be the best defense in the nation if we work hard and we stay. I don't know if you can replace the talent of Vaughn or the leadership of Mike, but I think our scheme will help out with us this year. You know, our coaches know what we lost, but we're going to add more this year in our scheme that should help us out. But at the same time, you know, we're losing a lot of guys, but we're also have guys coming back that had a lot of talent last year. We have leaders coming back that can help replace Mike, and we have talent on the outside such as Sean Porter is going to come back and be a really good force for us this year. So I don't know if we can fully replace him, but we're going to go out and we're going to try our best.
Another question today addressed was the offensive line, and Coach Sherman made it clear that he has no problem using a freshman on the line.
Our offensive line has a lot to prove. I thought we came on in the second half of the year, but they got to pick up and they got to be a lot better. They were young last year. We allowed for some mistakes, so that group has to collectively play better, and I have high expectations of them. Cedric Aboy is certainly a fine athlete, and you know, we have a plan for him. You know, he's going to play some this year, and we just got to find a rotation where he can get in there.
Another question facing the Aggies is how they will best use all of the talent on offense. For example, wide receiver Jeff Fuller and Ryan Swope, for example. Not a bad question to have, but something that we will find out here at the start of two-a-days.
When you have that type of talent around you, it really makes playing quarterback easy. You know, you just put the ball in the area, and you know they're going to come down with it. We have depth, as well as, you know, our starters are exceptional. But you know, I think that's one thing that sets us apart is our depth. You know, you have Nate Askew, Kendrick Neal, BJ, Seth Gardner, those guys that would be starting. You know, a lot of other Big 12 schools out there. So definitely a luxury to have those guys. You know, no one can play the entire game. You know, every snap of the game. So when your backup can come in and play at the same level as your starters, it definitely takes a lot of pressure off your entire offense and off of me.
Man, I feel like we could have one of the best receiving corps in the country. Ryan's throwing the ball to him. We got Cyrus and C-Mike in the backfield, one of the 2 best tandems in the country. Right now on our offensive line, those 2 tackles that we got coming back, those freshmen, those guys are going to be in the league one day. Right now on offense, I'd put them up against anybody as far as talent goes.
The Aggies will practice tomorrow at 6:30 at Coolidge Practice Fields, and Coach Sherman promises tomorrow is when everything starts getting exciting. This has been Courtney Rowland for Aggie AYTV.